A question we're frequently asked is, how do you get the heat from your heat pump into a building? And the short answer is the same way as you would with any other boiler. Ultimately, a heat pump is just a boiler, and it's taking low-grade heat from the environment. Solar energy from the sun heats up the air, the ground or the water, and we concentrate that and then put it into the building. So ideally we'd use underfloor heating, because that gives us a very large surface area, so we can use the whole floor as a radiator, and we can run it at very low temperatures. Therefore the heat pump is really efficient, because the compressor that's squeezing the gas inside it is not having to squeeze it very hard, so we're using 1 unit of electric and maybe getting 4 to 5 units of heat out. So it's 400 or 500% efficient. So the underfloor can run at very low temperatures and transfer heat into the room. Although the underfloor is running at low temperatures, the room will still be warm enough because it has a thermostat that just keeps the floor running until the room is warm. An underfloor is brilliant in barn conversions, churches, big high halls, because ultimately the heat is where you're standing or sitting. It concentrates in the bottom few metres and then dissipates up through the height of the building. If you use radiators or some sort of warm air convector, you have to heat up to the top of the roof and then back down. So that's quite often why you see stratification fans, to try and blow the heat back down in those sort of rooms. The other option is radiators. Although the heat pump might be running at a lower flow temperature, as long as you get the radiators sized suitably for the room and how much heat is needed, then they work very well. And you can use traditional radiators, standard metal panel radiators, or you can get some very clever fan coil units where they've got a very large surface area, and then you can have computer fans on the top which then get the convection current going, so you can get a lot of heat very quickly out of a small radiator. The other option, of course, is fan coils, similar to you use for an air conditioning system, beams, spreading heat through those, any sort of blowers, fan convectors. So there's many ways, but the key bit is to make sure that the emitters, the things emitting the heat into the building, are suitably sized to work for the heat pump flow temperatures.